What's up, guys? My name is Emily Ray. If it's your first time here, and if not, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going back to my favorite antique store. I went to another one over the weekend. It's not my favorite, or the one I went to wasn't my favorite, so now I am at my favorite one. It's the Antique Galleria in Daphne, Alabama. So I am just going to I have a couple of areas that I know I'm looking for some pieces for. So I just want to browse. I haven't been to this one in I guess a little bit over a month, maybe 2 months. So I'm gonna see if I can find anything that I like. I love the antiques because they have character, so much more character than the newer stuff that's being made now, that's being like mass produced, because some of this stuff was made by, well, most of it was made by hand. So I just like it so much more. The quality is typically a lot better, and I just like that there's a story behind the pieces. So I'm gonna take you guys with me, and hopefully I can find some goodies. So this is what the store looks like on the outside, just in case you are ever in the Daphne area trying to find it. This is one of the first booths that I've went into. It's more of like oriental, not really my taste in home decor, but I still like to look at it. And I just thought that this was a little cute booth. A little bit too like beachy vibes for my home decor, but I still liked it. And then in this booth, at a lot of antique stores, they have a lot of homemade candles or like small business candles. I can't even talk right. Small business candles. But they were like almost $30, so I didn't buy them even though they did smell good. I really like these little vases, like the one I just picked up, and like the little pots. If you watched my last antique shop with me, you saw that I bought a couple, but they were a lot more expensive at this antique store than they were at the other one I went to. And this is one of my favorite booths. I have another booth that is my absolute favorite, but I do really like this booth right here. And then that canvas painting straight backed. I'm literally going back and forth deciding whether or not I want to go and purchase that piece for one of my new buffets. I got 2 new buffets, and I think that would go really well with one of them. So I'm thinking about going back to get it. I think it was like $129. It wasn't too bad. But here I am just walking around and exploring. You kind of have to like take a minute to take it all in because it can be overwhelming at an antique store. It's just literally a whole bunch of stuff cluttered into one space. And then antique stores are also good to go to if you want to buy some neutral like dish brushes or sponges. You can see here they are just neutral and wooden, very aesthetically pleasing. You are going to pay about $10 a piece, but if that's important for you to not have like brightly ugly colored dish utensils, then it's worth it. And then this is that canvas that I'm thinking about going back and getting. But I do want to go to Hobby Lobby. Jameson is playing with his squeak toy, if you can hear it. I do want to go to Hobby Lobby today and see if I can find anything there that I want to put over that buffet. Again, with the candles, they smell so good, but I just cannot make myself spend $30 on a candle unless it's like one of those mercury glass candles. The brand of it is from Anthropologie. That's what it is. I really like this booth too. It kind of connects to the other booths, but I don't know if they're the same or if it's 2 different booth owners. But I really like the furniture in this booth. It looks like it would be antiques, but if you feel the quality, the pieces of furniture in that booth were not antiques. They're not the best made, and they're like $600. So I'm like, well, what's going on? But this is a different booth here. And it just had a lot of knickknacks that caught my eye, even though I ended up not getting any. They did have some Cocker Spaniels, but none of them like spoke to me like the other ones did. And I'm one of those people that if I really want something, like it will literally reach out and tell me like, hey, you want me? And I'm like, yes, I do. I do want you, and I'm going to get you. So nothing in that booth really caught my eye. And then I did like this step stool. It looks like one of those like small wooden things that people use to elevate stuff, but that was an actual antique step stool. Like, it could hold all of me on top of it. Not that I stood on it. And then here's another one of those little pedestals. This one was actually one of the cheaper ones made to like set stuff on top of, to just kind of, I guess, make stuff different heights and elevate certain things. But it was over $20, and I just thought, like, that's not really that great of a deal. And then the one that I did buy, that's by my sink in the kitchen, I think it was like $15, and it's really an antique, and I love it. And then this was a really good price. It was only $10. If you want to get charcuterie boards or cutting boards, go to your closest antique store and find them there. And then this was a dough bowl, but it wasn't an antique. It was actually Pottery Barn, so I was like, no, I don't want you. And then this is a beautiful booth too. I like to get the wooden spoons that this booth has, but they actually went up on their price. They're $14 a spoon now, and I want to say they were $9 a spoon whenever I got some of mine from there. And then I think I also got my sister April some from there as well. A lot of this stuff is from the Magnolia line that is in this booth. I guess they just buy it. I don't know if they buy it from like what is it called, where they like have it and they sell all the stuff at like an annex. I can't even, like a wholesale prices or whatever. I don't know if they buy it like that and then sell it, or do they buy it from Target and then up the price. I don't know what they do, but they have a ton. Like, all of their stuff is from Magnolia, Hearth and Home, whatever that brand is. Doggies. And then this is a portrait of Scarlett O'Hara. She's so beautiful. How creepy is this bunny? Creepy bunny. Okay, this is my favorite booth. I'm just going to be quiet for a second and just let you take it all in. I love that big picture hanging to the left. Oh, it was gorgeous. Everything in here is just so beautiful, and how she put it together, the booth owner. Like, she really knows how to get people into her booth, because there's so many booths at these antique shops that you really have to like make yours stand out, and she definitely does that. I really loved this bag, but it was like that like basket material, woven material, that you know it's gonna leave residue all over your clothes, so I was not with that. And then I really love this. This was a true antique little pedestal. Very cute. It was in the 20s. I didn't get it just because I already have one. I don't necessarily need another. And I love this wooden bunny, but he was $20. And so I figured that I could probably go to Hobby Lobby and find a wooden bunny for a better price. So if you see anything in this video that you liked, leave it in the comment section down below, or let me know what you look for when you go antique shopping. Do you like to look for utensils? Do you like to look at the old furniture? What is it that catches your eye? Because it takes a certain type of person to be able to go into an antique store and have the patience to walk around and sort through all this stuff. But it is so enjoyable for me. I could spend an entire day looking through antique stores, even if I don't buy anything. And I have done that before. I just find it so very enjoyable. And I like to look through the older books. Like, there were some of the books that I looked through, and they always write, like when you first open up the book, they write in that, I forget what it's called, the binding or whatnot. They write like their name and the year they got the book. So there was some from like the 1900s. Oh, it's just to like picture these ladies or these men like in college in 1900s sitting down in their cute little outfits on their college campus reading the book. I don't know. It's little things like that that I like to think about. And then this buffet right here, oh, it's so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. I wouldn't even paint it or anything. I would leave it just like that. That's the large gold mirror. That buffet was almost $3,000, but the quality of it is unmatched. You cannot buy a buffet with that quality now without spending probably $6,000 or $7,000. You guys, this was a real Louisville Slugger. It even says it on the baseball bat. I tried to get it to show on the camera, but I don't know if you can read what it says. But it was $65, so I didn't think that I wanted to spend $65 on a baseball bat today. And then here is another one of the books. It's always more aesthetically pleasing to take the covers off. This is not a super old book. This book might be 20, 30 years old. But the other books I'm talking about are like real antique, like over 100 years old. It's crazy. And then back to the Louisville Slugger. I wanted to buy it so bad, and I actually might go back and buy it just because it makes me think of Carrie Underwood. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. That is one. And I would love to have a Louisville Slugger sitting right by my nightstand in case somebody should happen to try to come in my house. This blazer, you guys, this blazer is giving me life. Just looking at it in this video, it's giving exactly what I wanted to give. It fits so well. I'm probably going to take the shoulder pads out, but it was so slimming, and it's vintage. It was 1980s. I think it was like Ellen, what was it? I know her first name starts, it was Ellen something. I don't have it with me right now, otherwise I would look at it and see. But I definitely purchased this vintage blazer. It was only $25 and it was stunning. I looked through the rack a little bit more, but I didn't see anything. There was another black, it looked like a blazer, but it was actually a coat, so I didn't get that. And then these glasses, gorgeous. I definitely got those for. I'm leaving. I guess I was in there for like an hour and a half. There was a couple of things I did like. I really liked that really big gold mirror, but it was $750. So I'll probably wait for them to mark it down some in case someone buys it, and then make an offer a little bit lower than what they mark it down to. That would be like some time from now, if they still have the piece. Some of like the more expensive stuff does sit there for a while. I'm going to pick up Jameson from the groomers. So I got the vintage jacket, and when I was in LA, I was looking at jackets at I think it was Zara in their mall, and I really wanted a black blazer, so that's what I got, even though it's like a longer one. It was only $25, very well made, made in the 1980s. And then I got the 4 crystal wine glasses. If you're still drinking wine glass out of like just a regular cup, honey, go ahead and get some beautiful glasses. It's literally, I don't know why I went away. It literally just makes the experience of drinking the wine so much more pleasant. So I did get the crystal glasses. Those are even nicer than the ones that I got my sister. Of course, I got those from Amazon. They were around the same price for the set of 4, but This is like real thick crystal wine glasses, gonna last forever. You do have to be very careful with them. I'm gonna be putting them in my new display case. I got a new buffet and it's a display case on the bottom. So yes, I'm very excited. Okay, you guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my name is Emily Ray, and I can't wait to go antique shopping with you guys the next time. Have a wonderful day.